Lawrence's rush for 39.
Good job protecting the football at the end.
Etienne. A lot of runs that look like that. He hasn't been able to really find a crease and explode into the open.
For me right now, this is what I want to see out of Jacksonville. Can you finish the football game? It felt like that at the back end of the first half, and there were some missed opportunities. Atlanta comes out in the second half, punches right away with that drive. Can you finish the football game with a touchdown for Jacksonville and kind of gain a ton of momentum for your offense?
Yeah, they've struggled down here once you get into the high red zone area. This has been an area of strength for the Falcons defense. They've got to come away with a stop here, and they need preferably to get the football back.
Lawrence, long throw, and that's catch made by Kirk just in time before A.J. Terrell arrived. So third down again. Wholesale changes for the Falcons, and hockey line change to get the third down package out there.
That's right. Get the fresh pass rushers in, and now we've been talking about the fact that Evan Ingram and Christian Kirk have gotten going. You know that they're going to put A.J. Terrell on Calvin Ridley. You have to take care of 17 and 13. There's Terrell on Ridley down here at the bottom of the screen.
Kirk off to the left.
Zone coverage if you're Trevor Lawrence. High, low. Ball out quick, high, low.
Backpedals. On the move. Has space again. Launches to the end zone. Just over the hands of Hasty. So here comes the field goal team.
They missed. Christian Kirk was wide open. They turned him loose. They blew a coverage here. Just watch Christian Kirk right here. Watch him as he gets deep down the field. They turned him loose. Trevor comes off of it. He's wide open on the 7 route. It looked like he had time to maybe stay down there.
I think he's got to cut that ball loose. You got to see that if you're Trevor Lawrence.
McManus from 43 knocks it through. First points of the second half for Jacksonville, and the lead is 13, 10 and a half to play. Falcons still within 2 scores.
Introducing Simply Spiked Lemonade. Real fruit that left the farm and has seen too much to ever go back. Simply Spiked Lemonade. It's getting juicy.
Nasal irrigation works. Navage makes it easy.
You need to clean that stuff out of your nose.
Navage uses powered suction to help flush out allergens, mucus, and germs.
I love this thing.
It's nice to breathe. Navage, clean nose, healthy life. We're all searching for that feeling of being in our oasis, where we can feel at peace, even without a moment of peace. Because it doesn't need to be beautiful to be beautiful. And those imperfect moments, they matter too. Because nothing's ever perfect. And that's just perfect. So find your oasis and savor the moment.
At Kubota, we're all about getting it done. And right now is the best time of the year to get tough, powerful Kubota equipment that works as hard as you do at incredible prices. Our local dealers, reliable equipment, and range of attachments give you the power to mow, haul, dig, and tackle any job this season. So you can get it done, and then some. Because your work never stops. Neither does Kubota.
Canadians have can-do spirit. So does GoDaddy. Need a domain from GoDaddy that means business? Can do. Or want a shockingly simple to build website? Done. Say can do and start with GoDaddy today.
Internet without trackers. Without malware-ridden files. Zen. Be more cyber zen. Get NordVPN.
I promise you folks, none will be watching Monday Night Football, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Seahawks offense lighten it up. Geno Smith and company's 37 back-to-back games against the struggling Giants in prime time. Manning cast Peyton and Eli on ESPN2. Joe and Troy, of course, main broadcast. So the Jaguars add 3 to the lead, but maybe just as importantly, you guys, they chew up almost half a quarter from that 65-yard drive.
It's good, right? You feel good about that, but you sit there, man, there's opportunities for us to go to great offensively.
It's true. They've left points on the field and left opportunities out there to really put away Atlanta. Still a 13-point margin. Bijan Robinson with almost all of the rushing yards, and he's been involved in the passing game. Continues to be, as you said in the open, just a huge percentage of their production.
Yeah, it's just too hard to win like this when your explosives are having to come from the running back position and you can't get the ball down the field more than what you're doing right now. They've taken a couple shots.
Right.
Some of them have been there, but they're just not connecting.
It's been the story of the season, hasn't it?
Sure has.
Ritter steps up, good protection, ball tipped at the line. Getting a hand up there was Muma. Their hands on lots of passes today.
Just got to get that ball up and down over top of Muma. That ball looked like it was awful flat.
This is why I always say, like, make the right throw instead of any throw. That dropping linebacker, Lou, this is a firm ball. You just want a little bit of touch on it, but not too much air, so the safety gets over there. And that's where you want to make that ideal trajectory ball.
Yeah.
Muma's made an impact in his first start. He only played a couple of snaps in the first 2 games. Boyd out injured. He stepped up. Ogier runs to the right side. Rayshon Jenkins got him down. It's a total of 6 pass deflections by this defense to go along with 2 picks they have.
They have long, rangy players, especially at the linebacker position. Muma's 6'3". Poyer Luakon is 6'2". Devin Lloyd, when he's healthy, is 6'3". So they make it tough to make those layered throws.
You got to handle your protection if you're Desmond Ritter. Communicate. Backers walked up on either side of the center. Are they going to drop or are they going to come?
They drop on 3rd and 6, and Ritter squeezes it into Drake London. He is right near the marker at the 35, and they're moving the sticks.
Good timing. Those linebackers pop out. Moon was widening. That ball's got to get up now before Drake London's ready for it. And listen, he had a very first rough half. But that ball placement, again, throwing it away from that left arm coming over for Herndon. We've seen that a little bit in the second half out of Desmond Ritter.
Ritter steps up and can run and slides down as Muma was closing in.
You know what you'd like to see in one of these first down plays, Dan? Is a double move, a curl and go. Something where, look, these guys are sitting on the short stuff.
Sure.
When they're trying to find those open holes, just kind of spot it up and then take off. And if they can protect it up and put it over the top, I'm telling you, these DBs right now are biting on everything short and intermediate. You just wonder if one of those double moves will be dialed up here soon.
Ritter moving Collins to the left side. Robinson makes a cut. Bijan Robinson barreling into Jacksonville territory to the 45. Wingard got him down. 14-yard gain.
Watch the double teams. The double team, left guard, left tackle, center, backside guard. Bijan with a beautiful vision for that cutback. I like that Arthur Smith is playing with some tempo.
Ritter across the middle. Complete. Jonnu Smith still running. Pushed out inside the 15 by Darius Williams, and Atlanta threatening now to cut into this lead. 31-yard chunk for the pass game.
He's being way more proactive with his eyes. This is fantastic. He's just going to move that linebacker, peek to his right. You're going to rip Jonnu Smith behind him. Very good ball by Desmond Ritter.
He's finding the holes in this zone coverage in between the numbers.
2 tight ends in. Algier is the back. He's got it, and immediately he's going to be swarmed behind the line. That was just Beluikin running straight downhill and making a play 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
He wasn't fooled by the ball handling at all. When the quarterback extends his arms out there like that, he's usually not going to bring it back in and throw it. And he just decided to trigger and come downhill and say, look, I'm going to take my shot and get a TFL, a tackle for loss. You know, Luakon, he's a tackling machine. It's hard to fool him.
Facing the team that drafted him out of Yale. Josh Allen is being looked at by the elite training staff for Jacksonville.
I think if you're Atlanta sitting here, 2nd and 15, you got to be thinking play call wise here. I'm trying to get 6 or 7 yards here. One of those zone spots, because with about 7-11 to go, it feels like this is 4-down territory. Getting down 10 with 6 minutes to go isn't ideal for your football team. I think you got to be thinking, I'm calling this 2nd down essentially like it's 1st down.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm getting this ball to number 5 again. How do we free him up?
Yeah.
Just how do we get it to? I'm thinking players over plays. I need to get the ball to Drake London.
He's in the slot to the right along with Hollins. Yep. Hits off to the left. Pressure. And the ball's batted down. Mumai came free and just rejected that one. Another pass batted away by this Jags defense.
Those long, lanky players. I mean, this is, again, 6'3", probably got 33, 34-inch arms. You see him right here. He's not going to get there to get the sack, but then get your hands up. Distort the throwing window.
3rd and 15.
Players over plays. Again, where is Drake London? How do I get him open? How do I get him one-on-one?
Far right. There Lewis has got a big cushion there from Williams. Ritter instead looks across the middle and throws down inside the 5-yard line. And Jonnu Smith made 2 big plays on this drive. They're short of the markers, so see if they take the 3 or go for it on 4th and 3.
First of all, great throw. I think you got to go for this. I love the fact that this is one of the more creative offenses when it comes to run action. If you're Art Smith, can you get a ball fake? Get defense flowing horizontally. Get Desmond Ritter on the edge and try to get a big body running away from someone.
Easy call here, down 13. 3 of 5 this season on 4th down. Ritter on the move. To the end zone. London goes up. Did he get the feet down? No, he did not. Caught the ball. Trey Herndon was in coverage. And Trayvon Walker got after the quarterback, and they get the stop.
Just a game of inches. You see Mac Hollins running the flat route. Drake trying to go to that back pylon.
And it's the right decision by Desmond Ritter. Does he get that right foot down?
He just runs out of room. You're going to see the left, the right's going to hit the white. Right there.
Great job by Herndon just carrying him out of bounds. Legal 13, Jags take over.
Nasal irrigation works. Navage makes it easy.
You need to clean that stuff out of your nose.
Navage uses powered suction to help flush out allergens, mucus, and germs.
I love this thing.
Nice to breathe. Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Like my new kicks, I got them on my dough. And thanks to the app, I was able to get these all on my own by setting a goal and working towards it. Because I can't play like my favorite player if I don't have their shoes. Or I'd be a pretty good agent.
Hey, wake up. The words in your head, you're the only one that can hear them. Say it. Yes, I can. Move. Hold on to this feeling. Yes, I can. Yes, I must. Watch me.
Getting beautiful windows with Pella is easy.
Which is huge when you're putting together your dream house. We basically obsess over every detail.
Fortunately, so did our dedicated Pella advisor. He made the whole process smooth.
And we're confident because Pella offers the Pella Care Guarantee, which covers the product and installation. They perform over 7,000 quality checks in a typical hour.
They really take pride in what they do.
Like us.
Yeah, just look at all these pillows.
Hurry, replacement windows are on sale now. Schedule a free in-home consultation for details.
John Wick will ever have freedom. And peace is in death.
Yeah.
It was close, but Trey Herndon shoving London beyond the back line, and the Falcons come up empty.
You see it right there. He's just not able to get that other foot down. What a nice play by Trey Herndon, though, of just continuing to push him out of bounds, come up through the pocket, try and get the ball out.
Some positive moments for the Falcons offense, but ultimately painful because they used 435, moved it 69 yards, but couldn't cut into the lead.
Me and Drake London, two guys that wish there was a little bit more space in the back of an end zone.
A lot of receivers said that.
It's a good drive, some really good moments for Desmond Ridder as well, and I would love to see that throw be pulled towards the sideline rather than the back of the end zone. The end zone is wider than it is deeper, but Trey Herndon with a great play.
Now Lawrence figures to use all of the play clock. On 2nd and 7, it's a throw. Catch made by Ingram, who stays in bounds. It is a first down.
I don't know if there's a guy who throws the out route right now more consistently and better than Trevor Lawrence. I mean, the ball just comes out of his hands so effortlessly and confidently, and that is such a difficult throw. It's always out in front. It's one of his favorite routes no matter who he's throwing the ball to.
Talked about Lawrence, who is fundamentally a very humble, unselfish person and player, and he always will be, but you're still the #1 overall pick, right?
Sure.
You're the face of a franchise, and you see other quarterbacks kind of viewed differently, I guess, by fans. You want to have those kind of wow moments, right? You want to have the Sports Center highlight reels and the 400-yard games. It's not going to be that for him. It's going to be a satisfying win, apparently.
But didn't he? You've spent so much time with him, obviously, from his time with Clemson. We've gotten the chance to talk with him a couple times. Sitting with him yesterday was the most, I guess, confident and convicted he felt about his own play in this team that I think I've ever had the time, at least talking with him. He felt very much aware that we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think he was convicted in the fact that they would pull out of it, that he would get the timing right with Calvin Ridley, that they would improve, although I think there's definitely an awareness on his part and everyone else's part that we can't always just wait for it to happen. Like, someone's going to make it happen. We got to go out and make it happen right now.
Right.
And he started the game that way. Taking off and running when the defensive backs turn their back. He was much more intentional in this game.
Now, 7 of their points have come from Williams' pick 6, so they're not exactly lighting the scoreboard up, but this would be, if they can finish it, as you said, a much-needed win to get to 2-2 with the Bills next week, and he'll face one of those elite quarterbacks in Josh Allen.
And it's great to fix things after wins.
On the move on play action, Lawrence sits up and launches downfield, and Ridley couldn't come up with it. It was interfered. That's A.J. Terrell, who got beaten early in the touchdown, and against his former team, Ridley has made an impact. Not a huge stat day, but the touchdown early was huge to set the tone.
Pass interference. Defense, number 24. The ball in place in the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
You see A.J., he clearly had shut it down. He didn't think the ball was coming. Neither did Calvin. And when it's underthrown like that, a lot of times your natural reaction as you're turning to look for the football is to put your hands on the receiver. And if it impedes his ability to make a catch, they're going to call it. I mean, you see that happen every Sunday in the NFL on underthrown footballs.
40-yard penalty moves the ball to the 41. Gives Jacksonville the opportunity to just chew on more of this clock. ETN stopped right at the line of scrimmage by Dupree and others.
Smart job by Trevor just putting it up there, though.
I love the play call.
Yeah. Smart job by him.
But just to continue that point, we talked about this passing game needing a spark. It's going to get much tougher. The reason why this was so important to get to 2-2 is because, you got the Bills next week. You got a very, tough schedule coming up. You get to the bye, and then you've got, the 49ers, the Bengals at Cleveland, the Ravens. I mean, it's going to be really tough to find easy spots in the second half of the schedule, but they'll feel a lot better at 2-2.
Yeah, I think the point that you were making about him coming up against some of these other quarterbacks who are dynamic players, I think there's an awareness on Trevor's part and an awareness on his coaching staff's part that he wants to make more dramatic plays. He wants to be that guy but he also can't compromise the team by going so far outside of structure where he puts them in harm's way.
Structure's such the word for me. Like, Trevor loves to be in structure. For a big, athletic guy, he wants to play with 1, 2, 3, ready to throw. Where are my receivers? Are they supposed to be where they're supposed to be, rather than a little bit of a freestyle recess type of feel, which he athletically is capable of. When he's able to walk the line of playing on time and structure, then also creating when it's needed, that's when he's at his best.
When you see Mahomes doing the things he does now, the temptation is, wait a minute,
I can do it.
I want to be that guy. I want to be that creative guy who wows people around the world. And
there's no question, Chris. It's real. That's something that is real with him and with every other quarterback who goes up against these guys who are kind of one-on-one types of the kinds of which we haven't seen come into the league very often. They get affected by that, and it's going to be imperative that the coaching staff keeps Trevor right in his lane where he needs to be.
Speaking of keeping it, he keeps the football and turns the corner for an easy first down.
When it's needed, right? When the opportunity presents itself. And Doug Peterson's very aware that he's able to kind of do that. This is a football team right now that sits 7 for 13 today on third down. They were bottom 3 in the league coming into today. So there are, to your point, Chris, like so many good building blocks. Certainly the decision-making for Trevor Lawrence and the way he's used his legs when asked. Been a very big bright spot.
Yeah, he had been as a passer 54% completions on third down. That's low. And throwing a pick last week on a third down play against Houston. Much better in that department today.
And you can make the case that there's 14 points left on the field for them. Listen, Atlanta's defense is going to be very good. Atlanta's defense is not going to give up a ton of points to people this year. So this is a very good unit to have some success against and also be able to go, hey, there are 3 or 4 plays that, guys, if we hit those, that's when we become one of those high-end offenses that everyone has to contend with.
Etienne again. Just hasn't found any room in the interior. Scrambles by Lawrence have been really their most effective running plays.
Yep, sure have. And you know what? And on the flip side, when it comes to Atlanta, just think about how close they were to hit a couple big plays of their own.
Yeah.
They had Mac Hollins on the big post route, the ball's underthrown. You have Drake London down here in the back of the end zone. He can't get 2 feet in because, as you said, maybe he didn't lead him to the sideline more instead of out of the back of the end zone. I mean, that's potentially 2 scores right there. So they're right there also. I mean, and that's the NFL. It's just, it's such a small margin of error, the difference between winning and losing.
You can look at almost every game every Sunday and say, if not this play or that play, but that's what the good teams do, is they find a way to make them. Etienne falling forward, clock continues to wind down. They'll snap it next time just outside of the 2-minute warning.
The tough part for Atlanta right now is this. Last week they scored 6. Today they scored 7. Week 1 against Carolina, 2 of those scores are set up by Jesse Bates. So it's Arthur Smith's got a battle of, I got this defense that, in my opinion, gives us the chance to win the NFC South. How can they just get a little bit more consistent performance from their pass game to complement a Bijan Robinson player who's got 14 for 105 yards today?
You told them at the start, hey, you're going to be 2-2 after 4. They might take that. They got 2 home games next, the Texans and the Commanders.
Winnable. Both winnable with how good their defense is playing.
But I'll tell you this, look out for those Texans now, because C.J. Stroud is starting to light it up. You've seen it. We've both seen it. And it is, wow. You know what? It's funny. I know exactly why you say winnable, Dan, but I'm telling you, what's so cool about this league is the fact that the Texans can rise up, and they can do some damage. When the Commanders are hot, when Sam Howell's not turning over the football, they can get it going too, especially with the defense they have.
I think part of it, Lou, for me is I have such a high belief and respect for Atlanta's defense. You know, I think their defense gives them a chance to basically be in every single game.
When the Bills game with the Jags at Tottenham Stadium, where you enjoyed the soccer last night, it'll be another anticipated collision. High-profile quarterbacks. Bills, after that opening loss, have caught fire. Serious challenge for Jacksonville. Will be underdogs in that game. 2-minute warning in London. Jags trying to finish off the job.
This is game on. When you've got a team that can't be beat. And the perfect play every time. Performance peaks in the LG zone. Get there with LG High Laundry.
Like my new kicks? I got them on my dough.